Hey, I wanted to pop in here. My name is Tina Salisbury, and I'm one of your host coaches. We're so excited to have you here in this clean eating group. One thing that I think is really important that I love to do is share some tips with you on getting prepared. If you will take just a few minutes to do even just one or two things to plan and prepare a few things going into this week, you are going to have a much better experience, and it's going to be so much easier for you. It saves so much time to just do a little bit ahead. So that's what I'm going to share with you right now is some of my best tips and tricks and some things that I shared with my challengers this morning. But let me tell you a little bit about me. My name's Tina Salisbury. So I lead a team called Team Core Power. It is a group of men and women who are working together on their fitness and helping to inspire other people to do the same. So we're a group of coaches that work together, really focused on our health and fitness, and then also helping others to do the same thing. Hi Netta, nice to see you. And then I also run every month the I Choose Fit Boot Camp, which is a group that I lead to help people through specific programs and using nutrition tools and Shakeology to help them to get great results, all while working out at home and really building a lifestyle of healthy habits. So we're so glad that you're in here. You're going to get a really good sneak peek at a lot of things that we cover in these groups and things that we do to help you be most successful. So today, planning and preparation. So what I hope that you've done so far is get into the meal plan that we've provided. Now this is something that is optional to use, but we highly recommend it because it's put together in a way to give you really balanced nutrition and some really fun and good ideas to try this week. You know, a lot of healthy eating is just kind of overcoming that barrier. That's my husband loving the football game. But a lot of eating healthy is just really finding new things that you love, and as you do, you know, you'll find things that you can add in that you love within your diet, and that's what it's all about, and that's what that meal plan is there for. If you need to make some modifications or adjustments, do that. You know, it's really there to just help you and to be a tool and to make it easy. So this weekend, we want you to take that meal plan, take the shopping list that's with it, and go shopping. So, you know, my number one tip is make sure before you go shopping that you clean out your fridge so that you know what you have and what you need. The worst thing is to have already bought something and something go bad because you didn't check first. And then number two, when you're shopping, stick to that list. Stick to the list that you have. Don't go window shopping in the side aisles or in the checkout line. Stick with your list and the things that you need and want to have, because a lot of times just not having things around will be a huge victory in making you successful in not having those things. All right, number two, when you get home with your food, wash your fruits and vegetables and prep them immediately. You guys, I was the queen, especially of wasted celery. Every time I went to the grocery store, I would buy celery, and I would say, oh, I'll cut this up later, or I'll cut it when I need it. And then I would be hungry or busy or rushing out the door, and I would say, oh, it would be nice to have celery for a snack, and I would never do it because it wasn't prepared. So what happened when I finally got around to preparing my celery, it would always be wilted and stuck in the back of the fridge, probably half frozen, right? Can you guys relate to that? That's totally me with vegetables and fruits that I don't prepare. So I want you to just take some time to prepare those. Cut up celery, cut up carrot sticks, put your peppers into strips. You know, look at the meals that you have planned for the next couple of days and take a little bit of time to prep some things that can help you. I love to chop up a couple onions and just throw them in a glass container or a Tupperware so that they're already there, because I add onions to so many things, and how nice is it to already have them cut up and prepared and ready to go to do that. So do a couple of I always love to have just a couple cold cut vegetables. It really helps me to just be able to pull those out of the fridge for quick snacks. It also is really great for after school, because if I put a vegetable tray out, my kids will snack on that and eat it till it's gone, because it's there and it's visible and it's convenient for them. If not, what do? They head to the pantry, or they want to grab some cereal or crackers or something that just isn't going to satisfy them and isn't as good a snack. So just take a minute to do a couple of those vegetables. Get your kids involved too. Have them help you to prepare things or wash things, because they will love to do it, and if they're involved with that, they really love to eat the foods more too. So good things. All right, number 3, prepare a healthy grain. So look at a couple of meals, and I always try to prepare one grain or one carbohydrate on Sunday, something that maybe we're going to have for Sunday dinner, but also can use for a couple of days. So maybe you have a couple of meals where you're going to have pasta or quinoa or sweet potatoes or something like that. Don't hesitate to make enough for 2 meals. We love to have brown rice, but it takes so long. It takes an hour to cook brown rice. So when I make brown rice, I always try to have a couple of days, or maybe with one day in between where we're going to have several meals with brown rice, because then I can just cook double what we need and it's already done. The next time so the second time we go to make it, I don't have to spend an hour to cook brown rice. I can just throw it in the microwave, warm it up really quick, and it's done. So just take a couple of minutes, pick one grain, and just make it for a few meals. What's great about like quinoa and rice and pastas is you can actually freeze those too. I never knew that and had never tried it, but I do now, and I freeze it in individual portions for lunches that are easy for me to grab or make or take to work, and I do it for dinner options. So again, you can just defrost it really quick in the microwave, and boom, you've got instant things for dinner. So take a chance and maybe try that out and see what you think. All right, number 4, grill some chicken and some vegetables to have for like wraps or quesadillas or to put on salads or pastas throughout the week. One thing that I do on Sunday is I really try to pick a meal and a meat that I can use for several times during the week. So sometimes that's grilled chicken, sometimes that might be roast beef, sometimes it might be fish, sometimes it might be turkey burger, but I try to pick something where I can cook a little bit extra, and I cut that up. So if it's grilled chicken, I will make some for dinner. I might make some for another meal that we can have, and then I also make enough that I can cut it up and use for my lunches. So I actually just cut it in strips typically, and then I pre-portion it in half-cup servings or 4-ounce servings, which is what I use for a portion of protein, and I just put that in small Ziploc bags and throw it in the freezer so I can just pull those out easy for lunches again. Or if I know I'm going to use it in the next day or two, I keep a little bit in the fridge too. So, but having just one protein prepared really helps. So, a great thing like ground turkey is really good. Maybe one night you're having tacos. You could grill up 2 pounds, put 1 pound aside in the fridge or in your freezer, and already have that already cooked, and make spaghetti or a spaghetti sauce and put it over spaghetti squash, something that you can have for another meal that other day too. So that's a great way to do your proteins. Number 5, hard-boiled eggs are so easy and quick. You can use them for breakfast, for snacks, for egg salad sandwiches. So hard-boiled eggs are a really, really good one. And a great way to do it, because if you're like me, you always make hard-boiled eggs and then you can't get the shell off. Give me a like if that is you. You find that happens to you. So actually we found this year, because I've tried about every method I think that to get it off, but steaming them actually works. So here's what you do. You take your hard-boiled eggs and you just put them in a steamer basket and you steam them, right? Thanks, Netta. But you steam them for 15 minutes. So once it starts to boil and steam up, you put your eggs on. Turn your unit off first so you don't burn yourself while you're putting the steamer on. But so get your water boiling, turn it off, put your steamer basket on, turn it back on, and you want to steam your eggs for 15 minutes. And the shells come off perfect. So I want you guys to try that and let me know. If you love hard-boiled eggs, that's a really great way to do it, and it's a really easy thing to just prep ahead and have those ready to go for your meal planning. All right, number 6, hummus. Okay, you can buy pre-made hummus, or you can make it. It's super easy to make if you look up a recipe and you have a food processor or a blender. It really is easy to make your own hummus too, which you can make some really great varieties. But hummus is a really great healthy fat that you can put on vegetables, that you can use as spreads on sandwiches or wraps. There's just a lot of, I put it in my zoodles sometimes. It's really good with that. So it just is a really easy, convenient snack or meal idea that doesn't take a lot of time. And then the last one is make granola. I don't know if you've ever tried to make your own granola, and I think I'm going to post a video on how to make it this week. So I'll try to share it in here, but it's so easy to do it. And if you do it at home, you can control your ingredients a lot better. It doesn't have all the preservatives and artificial ingredients and things like that. But granola can be really great for an easy breakfast, or to just top on top of things like your yogurts, or on top of fruit. So it's a really accessible snack and things too. But that's something that you can do. Get your kids involved again in the kitchen. That one is a really easy and fun one that they love to help with as well. So I hope that this has helped you guys to have a few different ideas of some things that you can prep ahead to really make things easy for you this week. Again, I typically spend an hour or two of prep on the weekend because I have a little bit more time, but it saves me hours and hours of time during the week, because a lot of times I can make our dinners in 5 to 10 minutes instead of it taking an hour to cook, because I've just thought ahead and planned that. So you don't have to implement all of these things at once. Just pick one or two things that you can do and start getting good at that. And then you can start thinking ahead, as you're making your meals and things, could I double this? What else could I do? I'm already chopping these vegetables. Can I chop a little bit more? What do I need for tomorrow? And you just start thinking a little bit differently and thinking a little bit more proactively about your food, and it becomes easier and easier to keep doing this. So I want you guys to comment below, and I want you to tell me what are 1, 2, or 3 things that you're going to prep this weekend to make your life easier this week. And if you have questions about meal planning and prep, I want you to put them in here too, because we want to answer those. I think that if you can really win in preparing and having a few things ready, you will really win in clean eating, because I think a lot of us want to eat cleaner. I know for me, I always wanted to. I just felt I was too busy and it wasn't going to be something that was accessible for me to do. So I just kind of never did it. But now that I know some things and can teach people things to do, I really love being able to pass on some of these ideas and for you guys to get excited, because it becomes a little bit easier for you too. So we're so glad you're here. This is exactly what this group is for. And we want to hear from you. Make this your group. The more you guys are here, the more questions that you voice and things that you express, the more you're going to get from this group. And I guarantee if you have a question, probably somebody else has it too. So share it here so that we can all learn together, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks, you guys. Happy Saturday.